What is up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video, and today it's my second time recording this, man. I'm so mad. The first time I forgot to click the little phantom power button so my mic could actually work, but whatever. We're gonna go run through this again. Premier League 2017-18 predictions. We're gonna get straight into it. We're gonna go from 20 to 1. We're gonna go from like 20 to like 17 just by section, so it could be a little faster, because last time it was a 20-minute video and I can't. Yeah, no. Okay, we're gonna also talk about the Golden Boot winner, and yeah, 2017-18 predictions for me. Let's go. All right, we're going to start off from the bottom. We're going to go from 20 to 18, the 3 relegated teams. In 20th, we will have Huddersfield. In 19th, we will have Burnley. And in 18, we will have Brighton. 2 of the teams that are just recently promoted, I think, will go down. I don't know that much about them, but to be honest, I don't think they are Premier League caliber. And I haven't heard them sign that many great players like Middlesbrough. Of course, they went up last season and they signed a bunch of players. Guzan, Valdez, Negredo, a bunch of players, and they didn't do that well. Yeah, but at least they still tried to reinforce their team with players that are Premier League proven or just proven in other areas that are actually good. But they got relegated, so I mean, that's a bit unfortunate. But Burnley, I think they're going to go down, man. Andre Gray kind of kept them alive last season. Andre Gray, a fantastic striker, top scorer before Burnley got promoted last season, or last season, I get, or last season, yeah, before they got promoted. But Andre Gray is now off to Watford for a record club fee, so that is pretty nice. But yeah, Brighton, Burnley, and Huddersfield are going to be the teams that I think are going to get relegated. 17th, 16th, and 15th. In 17, I will have Swansea City, just because if Sigurdsson leave, they're going to get relegated most likely. If he doesn't, I'm not too sure. I think they're just going to survive. I think Brighton, Burnley, and Huddersfield are just going to do worse than Swansea. I don't think Swansea are going to do better. I think the other teams are just going to do worse. So yeah, Swansea in 17th. 16th, West Brom. Not the best of players, man. To be honest, I mean, they have players here and there that you see on Ultimate Team that are used. Rondon being like their main striker, of course. Berahino left to Stoke. So West Brom, I can't see them doing that great. West Brom will finish in 16th place in my opinion. 15th place, I will have Watford. Did just sign Andre Gray, how I said, now has DANI and Andre Gray. Has a bunch of other players, Janma, the goalkeeper, Pantilimon, left back, Holobas. Some players that are just coming from the top of my head, Kabul as well. A lot of players that are decent, and if they do get things rolling, I could see them finishing higher up in the table. But 15th place Watford, 16th place West Brom, 17th place Swansea City. 13th, 12th, and 11th. These were very, very difficult to pick, to be honest. 13th, I went with the Cherries, Bournemouth. 12th, I went with Stoke, and 11th, I went with Southampton. Bournemouth, first of all, Joshua King. If he keeps performing like he did towards the end of last season when Lukaku won Player of the Month, Bournemouth will have a fantastic goal-scoring striker. Stoke looked decent. Arnautovic has left. Berahino is now the main striker. I mean, Arnautovic was never a striker. I'm just saying Berahino is not the main striker. But he wasn't doing that great either. I don't know if it was him that wasn't that fit. But yeah, Shaqiri, another main player for Stoke. Just the kids score screamers only. The kids Stoke screamers. This kid scores screamers only, man. But yeah, Stoke in 12th place. I can't really see them doing that great. I haven't heard that many signings from them. But Jack Bowen, man, that dude. If he goes God mode like he does on FIFA, first place, Stoke are winning the title. And 11th place, I said Southampton. Gabbiadini, the winner transfer, tore it up when he had his time at Southampton. And I think if he is consistent throughout the season, he could definitely finish in the top 3, 4, 5 for the Premier League top goal scorers, and definitely challenge for that Golden Boot, man. It just depends on his teammates. I mean, the only one that comes to mind right away is Tadic from Southampton. But yeah, Gabbiadini is gonna like carry Southampton to 11th place in my opinion. They could finish a bit higher up. I think they finished in like 8th or 7th, maybe. I think it was 8th last season. So I could see them maybe pushing that top 10. But you guys will see who I have in my 10, 9, and 8 right now. Now that I sneezed and we're on to the top 10, I'm gonna take a quick water break. Okay, in 10th place, we do have Newcastle United, of course, did win the championship with Rafa Benitez. Dwight Gale, the top goal scorer. I think he's going to tear it up in the Premier League, to be honest. I'm really excited to see how he plays. And yeah, he's going to be an exciting prospect, a young prospect for a striker spot. And I could definitely see him getting into the top 5, how I said. Maybe top 5, top 7, something like that, Dwight Gale. But yeah, it just depends. I mean, the club owner for Newcastle doesn't want to invest that much money, just wants to use the money that the club gets from from their winnings and their promotions and all that stuff. But I don't know how it's gonna go. I feel like Rafa Benitez would get mad about that. I mean, Rafa Benitez came into Real Madrid, destroyed everything, left to Newcastle, and basically got them promoted. So nice, that's nice for him. But I can see Newcastle doing very, very well and breaking to the top 10 of the Premier League. We are going to go into 9th place. That is Leicester City. I'm making this video the day that Leicester and Arsenal played. Tomorrow at 4:30 a.m. PST is when Liverpool and Watford play, I do believe. So that's the second that's the second match and second match day. So I guess I'm making this video a day late, but Leicester, I think, did play a great game against Arsenal. Vardy on fire, of course, scoring a brace. But I can see Leicester doing well, in my opinion. They have the players. They have the talent there, man. They signed Iheanacho, which is going to be a great signing for them. They have a bunch of strikers now: Slimani, Vardy, Musa, Okazaki, Hinacho. That's like 5 strikers. Do they still have Slimani? I'm not too sure, but yeah, a bunch of strikers. Leicester are going to do well. Of course, Mahrez just has to unlock his inner Super Saiyan once again, and that's a pretty solid team. It's going to be exciting to see how they do in the Premier League without the Champions League this season. Now, last season they had the Champions League. They got to like the quarterfinals, I do believe, and they got eliminated, which is crazy to think about, because they got to the quarterfinals. Leicester, a team that no one would ever think would get that far in the competition. And in 8th place, I did go with West Ham. A couple of reasons why. Signed Joe Hart, great goalkeeper. I think Randolph left, so they do have Adrian left. I'm pretty sure it was Randolph. They signed Chicharito, great goal scorer, proven in the Premier League, just an absolute machine. The best deal in this whole transfer window, in my opinion, like 13 million, I think, for Chicharito, I think it was. But yeah, Chicharito, and then they just signed Arnautovic, going to be a great player as well for West Ham. Of course, they do have Lanzini, another young player that's like doing very well for West Ham. And yeah, man, West Ham is looking very solid. I have West Ham in 8th place, Leicester in 9th, and Newcastle in 10th. All right, we're going to talk about the 6th and 7th spot before we do go into the big 5. It's technically big 6. I think you could say big 7 maybe. I would say big 6, but we're going to go for 6th and 7th place. 6th place or 7th place, I'm going to go for Everton. I could see them pushing top 4, maybe, but that all depends on the goal scorers for Everton. Who can score goals for Everton? Rooney can definitely play cam or striker. Still, my opinion. If they sign Sigurdsson, that's another goal scorer, assister player, a bit of a playmaker player. That's great. That would be great for Everton. They did sign one striker, Sandro Ramirez. Is he going to be good? We don't know. He's not Premier League proven. He was in Malaga. He's a young player. He's 21. He played in U21 Euros for Spain. Lost in the final. Sandro Ramirez, we're going to see if he tears it up or not. Can he take Lukaku's place? I don't think so. Not right away. But we're going to see how well he does for Everton. I mean, apart from Sandro Ramirez, who comes to mind that can be that like goal scorer for Everton that they do need to push top 5 and maybe even Champions League football? And in 6th place, man, you guys are going to hate me for this. I'm going to go for Arsenal. And it kind of contradicts what I'm going to say for the Golden Boot winner, just because, in my opinion, Arsenal, I mean, after their performance today against Leicester, I can't see them. I mean, I guess you can say it's kind of cheating because I already watched the Arsenal game and some people might have not, but they don't have Champions League football, man. So I could see them finish as high as 3rd or 4th, just because they have that non-Champions League football advantage. So more rest for their players are more fit, focused only on the Premier League big games. So Arsenal, I could definitely see them. It just all depends on their consistency. If they're consistent, they win. If they don't go on a losing streak or like a not getting that many point streak in the middle of the season as they usually do, I can see them doing very well. But I'm going to put them at 6th, kind of just in the back of my mind that the same thing that happens every season is going to happen. And yeah, Arsenal in 6th, and 7th is Everton. On to the big 5. I can definitely see Arsenal finishing again ahead of Manchester United, but I do have Manchester United in 5th place. This was a very controversial one, man. I can't see Man United finishing in 6th again, so I went for 5th just because they have Lukaku now, they have Matic now, and now they're looking to sign Ibrahimovic once again. Ibrahimovic and Lukaku, do you know how many goals are going to be scored between those two if they click? With Pogba behind them, and Mkhitaryan and Martial, that team sounds ridiculous. So I could see them finishing 5th. maybe even 6 because of Champions League football. That's a big factor when you're talking about the top 5, because that's a huge distraction, man. It's not a distraction, but it's a huge commitment outside of your league, of course. 4th place, I have gone for the Premier League champions. I have gone for Chelsea. Couple of reasons why. Morata hasn't adjusted yet to Chelsea. Fortunate to see that, of course, coming from Real Madrid, my heart. Batshuayi, he's not going to be that goal scorer that Chelsea need, man. Diego Costa, of course, is going to leave no matter what. So there's going to be someone that needs to step up for Chelsea. Can Hazard be that guy? Hazard has played striker for Chelsea a couple times. Can we see that happen? Can we see Pedro transition into the left wing and like just into that Hazard slot, and then Hazard at striker? Could we see that happening? I could definitely see that happening, with Conte kind of liking to experiment with the team. But who else is going to be that guy that steps up for Chelsea, man? I think I can see them finishing in 4th because of Champions League football as well. I know I'm going to say that. It's going to be a bit annoying that you guys keep hearing that. But Champions League football is going to be a very big factor it was a very big factor in deciding these top 4. Number 3, we have the 2016-17 runners-up Spurs. Okay, so I could see them finishing as high as 2nd, maybe even winning the title, only if they would have signed players. Spurs haven't made one signing that will go into their first team or at least get some game time, which is dumb to think about. Chelsea, they had a bad season 2 seasons ago. They signed N'Golo Kante, Marcos Alonso, David Luiz. They brought back Victor Moses. They regained, they regrouped, they won the title. Spurs, they're just settling for 2nd place. They got 2nd place last season, very close to winning the title, very close to catching up to Chelsea a couple times. They were like 6 points, I think, at one point, maybe even 3 or 4. But Spurs, what are you doing, man? Sign some players. You need that last big push to get that title. And if you don't do that, Pochettino, sorry, man. Harry Kane is not going to cut it for you. Harry Kane, Dele Alli, Eriksen, all those players, they're out the window. They are out the window if you don't make any signings and you don't get titles. Make signings, get titles, help those players develop at Spurs, and build a super team around them, because you already have a great team. Spurs in 3rd place. In 2nd place and 1st place, we're going to reveal these at the 2nd time. In 2nd place, Liverpool. And 1st place, Manchester City. Okay, so probably thinking I'm crazy. Manchester City's not going to win the Premier League. Liverpool, how are you having them in 2nd place? Chelsea should be 2nd place. Manchester United should be 2nd place. Burnley should be 2nd place. We're going to dissect this piece by piece. All right, man. I have Liverpool in 2nd place. They have only signed Mohamed Salah, okay? Who is a big signing for Liverpool. They need I think they signed a left back that's that's Scottish or something. So, I mean, apart from Salah, they haven't made that many great signings. They need a new defender. They need to get Virgil van Dijk. If they get Virgil van Dijk, I could see Liverpool doing very well. Liverpool are in qualification for the Champions League at this moment in time. That's going to be a distraction for them as well. So their players are going to be very tired. If they keep Coutinho, I could see them getting into 2nd place. If they don't keep Coutinho, I can see them finishing as low as 4th, maybe even 5th. Maybe even 6th. They need to keep their players healthy. Mane is going to be key. Salah is going to be key. Roberto Firmino is going to be key. And Coutinho are going to be key. Mane and Salah being those 2 players being supplied by Coutinho, as we have seen in the preseason already. I want Liverpool to do well, man. I don't know why. It's something about Liverpool. It's just something tells me, ever since Jurgen Klopp took over Liverpool, something has kept on telling me Liverpool are going to do big things in the next couple years. Last season, I had them finishing like 3rd or something. They were going to finish 3rd. They were at 2nd place at one point, but they choked, and Mane got injured, and they basically fell apart. So I think this is their year. If Salah is basically Mane's replacement, but Salah can play on both wings. So I could see Liverpool finishing 2nd. Why can I see Man City finishing in 1st? Look at the signings they made. Danilo, Bernardo Silva, Mendy. They have signed Ederson. Those are great signings who so far haven't been crazy good, but they've signed Kyle Walker as well. Those are great signings, man. Kyle Walker, probably one of the best right backs in the Premier League at this moment in time. Danilo, very versatile player. Bernardo Silva, young player, creative player. Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, and David Silva have the potential to be one of the best midfields in the world, like Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets-esque. Of course, they don't have a defensive midfield, but what I mean is like one of the best midfields that are creative and dribble and pass well and supply their teammates up top. That's what I mean by the best midfield in the world. I could definitely see those guys becoming a great trio in the midfield. But yeah, Manchester City, dude, their team is just stacked right now. They play against how they played against Real Madrid in the preseason. I know you can say Madrid didn't like try hard enough, or they had their A team out, but their A team probably didn't want to waste that much energy. I don't know. You can make those arguments. I can make those arguments, but I'm not going to. But let's just say Real Madrid were playing their best. If Manchester City played how they played against Real Madrid the whole season, they will win. They will go far in tournaments, in the Champions League. I could see them finish being at like a finalist or a semi-finalist for Manchester City. I could honestly see them go far. Aguero, Gabriel Jesus, Sane has been great. So many players have been great for Manchester City. Pep Guardiola, man, I think it's your time in the Premier League. Manchester City's first place and Liverpool second place. Now, before you go crazy, give me a second. We're going to talk about the Golden Boot winner. My prediction for the Golden Boot winner, probably like the top 3 or I'm going to do the top 5 real quick, okay? First of all, on this side of the screen, we're going to start from the bottom. These are the options we have. Lukaku, Aguero, Gabriel Jesus, Harry Kane, Sanchez, Lacazette, Ibrahimovic, okay? We're going to start from the bottom. I could see in 5th place, Aguero. Aguero, I think he's going to get some goals in. Not going to be the highest though. I think there's going to be way more people ahead of him. 4th place, we are going to go with Alexis Sanchez. I could see Alexis Sanchez absolutely carrying Arsenal once again. I love the dude in real life. One of my favorite players to watch. He's just a hardworking player. I love his attitude, his winner mentality, and I could see him definitely scoring more goals. 3rd place, I'm going to have to go with Lukaku, man. Lukaku, natural goal scorer as well. I hope he does well at Manchester United. I don't want to wish bad things upon him. But yeah, I hope he does well. And I could see Lukaku just finishing in 3rd place right behind 2 other players. 2nd place, we are going to go with Harry Kane. Harry Kane, man. I love the dude as well. Natural goal scorer. I keep saying that a lot, but he's a natural goal scorer, man. He's just a machine. My favorite Spurs player, probably, apart from Dele Alli. I really love to watch Harry Kane. He's such a good player, such a good goal scorer, and he's just gonna tear it up this season, in my opinion. I hope he has a great season again, because it's just so entertaining to watch him get so many informs, basically. And 1st place, you're wondering, who is it? Ibrahimovic, Gabriel Jesus, Gaviadini? No, it's going to be Alexander Lacazette, man. That's what I think. That's who I think is going to get the Golden Boot. Alexander Lacazette already has 1 goal so far in the Premier League. Jimmy Vardy has 2 already, but I could see Lacazette tearing it up this season. If he doesn't get injured, if he does well, if he's consistent, if Arsenal don't freaking it, then they could. Lacazette is going to be a monster. He hasn't played with Alexis yet, I'm pretty sure. Alexis, Lacazette, Ozil, disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Lacazette, Golden Boot winner. So guys, this will be the end of the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you guys have any suggestions or any comments on my predictions, let me know in the comment section down below. I will be doing a reaction video in like 7 months from now when the Premier League does end, because I want to prove all you people wrong that dislike this video when Manchester City won the Premier League and Liverpool get 2nd place. Watch me. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love all the support you've been giving me lately. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a fantastic day.